wind. Why does that look like the tree? Good morning everyone, welcome back to week 18. So last week I reached the end of my 4 weeks of, so I started, if you haven't watched any of the videos previously, but basically I started working out for my period about 4 weeks ago, and last week was my last week of the 4 weeks what you're supposed to do as following your cycle basically. And obviously working out different ways in each cycle of your menstrual cycle. So last week was my deload week, as in the 4 weeks, right, which I like kind of planned for myself. So I was a little bit confused on what to do once you ended the 4th week. So if your period is still not happening. And basically I was like getting to a little bit more research because I was a little bit like confused on what do you do. Like, do you basically just carry on and then just restart with your week 1, which is your strength week, or do you need to wait for your periods again so you exactly know where you are and then restart again? So basically I think obviously I'm like kind of trialing this out, and I'm not really like sure exactly on like what is going on and how to do it exactly and stuff like that, but that's what kind of like I wanted to do anyway, to try it for about 3 months and then see what happens, and then potentially in the future, if it's like something I really think a lot of people will benefit from, then I start telling my clients, my female clients, about. So basically I was looking at my app where I track my cycle, and apparently I still have about 12 days left in my period, but I finished the 4 weeks. So that's what I got really confused. So basically I think I'm gonna just like replan a little bit, because obviously not every woman is working the same way, that not all of us have a 28-day cycle, or sometimes like your period can be a little bit late and stuff like that. So I want to show you my plan. So this was my previous plan for April, and as you can see, you've got like different colors. So like week 1 was the strength week, which is red. Then I had my hypertrophy week with yellow, and then green was my hypertrophy progression, and the last week was blue, and it's the deload week, which I had last week. And then what I was explaining in the other video or the other clip is that basically I've discovered that my cycle is a bit longer than 4 weeks. So basically this doesn't really work. So I broke down obviously all the weeks, so like different days of workouts, and I obviously planned everything and I completed everything, but I needed an extra week of deload. So the stars mean that I done obviously all those workouts and stuff. So basically what I realize now, so let me show you my May plan, that so as you can see here, this is a menstrual cycle. So on here you got day 1, which is when the period is on. Then you got into, this is like a follicular phase. I can't pronounce the word, but this is basically when we're supposed to be stronger, and that's the ovulation period. And then you got the luteal phase, which is when we are getting into the weaker part of our cycle. And then obviously we got all the hormones, so the estrogen level is quite high around this time, and then obviously the progesterone is like super low, so we don't really have basically too much pain and stuff, so we're very tolerant with pain and recover very quickly. And as you go into the second part, the progesterone is like raising crazy, so that's why we always have the PMS symptoms. We like really tired, low on energy and stuff like that. So basically instead of doing the 4 weeks, which I did before, I'm gonna do 2 different way of training basically. So as you can see here, I did the follicular phase with yellow and the luteal phase with purple or lilac, but basically, and I'm gonna obviously like do my period with red when I'm gonna have my period. And I kind of just will go along with the plan and like change things if I have to, because you can't really expect your period to come on the same time every month. So there's a lot of things obviously go into that. But anyway, so this is also what I did this week. And then I don't know, next week obviously I supposed to have my period, but we'll see if I get there by next week. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do 2 different ones, and I think on the yellow weeks when I'm the strongest, I'm gonna focus on strength training or like higher weight hypertrophy, and on the purple weeks I'm gonna go for like low hypertrophy, I think like low weight hypertrophy with a lot more like repetitions and stuff to like kind of take it easy a little bit more. And I just think I'm gonna play around with that for the rest of the basically time I'm gonna do this. But yeah, I just got here and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so dead. I had to get a monster on my way here because I'm just dying, and also a lip balm because yesterday we went to THORPE Park for like some roller coasters, and then my lips got so dry because of the wind on the rides and stuff. Yeah, I'm at the gym and I'm pushing through. That's what's called self-dedication and discipline. Oh, yeah, that's good. Let's do this. Okay, hello everyone. So I basically stopped at the park just to film a little bit here, and you're currently resting on a tree. So people probably think I'm talking to a tree. It is what it is. Anyway, so I done the gym now. I went into the shops to get myself some snacks for later and stuff. And then because yesterday we were away, so we didn't really do my food prep, so I'm gonna do that today. Basically, the reason I wanted to film, because this morning I felt really tired, and I still made myself to go to the gym, and I kind of just wanted to show to people, I want to talk about it, like basically to you guys, that there are so many days where you just don't feel like it, or like life comes and you know you feel really tired or you've done something or whatever. So basically, because like yesterday obviously we went to like the park, and then we were there all day, we walked around all day, like barely had any like meals basically, and we done like over 20,000 steps and stuff, which isn't like a lot for a lot of people, but just walking around all day having no food, obviously you're not fueling your body, that kind of like is not going to have a good benefit on your body. So today I woke up, and then I think I had around like 6 hours sleep or something, and obviously when you do like hard activities and things like that, you need a lot of sleep, at least 8 hours. So I haven't had that. So this morning I woke up, I felt really dead, and I had to get the energy drink to get me going, which I haven't had energy drinks for a really long time, but it is what it is. And so like sometimes you just have to have the self-discipline and then try to still do things even though you feel dead, and you know life come along, and then you know just before my period I feel really weak and stuff. So basically yesterday obviously we didn't really eat too much, and then we had like a massive meal in the end of the day, and I do calculate my calories on my fitness pal, so kind of even though I like done a lot of steps and stuff, but the type of food I was eating, because we were eating out and I had a burger and stuff like that, and obviously they're quite like high in calories, so I still kind of like overeat even though I learn a lot of exercise. But anyway, obviously some days you can afford to like eat a little bit more, because the other days I am in calorie deficit. So basically I weighed myself this morning, and I'm before my period, so I'm probably going to be lighter in about a week or two after obviously I stopped my period. And I basically realized that all my previous like readings and stuff, like I kind of added up all the weights, and a lot of the times like body weight is being shown as a percentage. So I had around 32, I think, body fat. Today was 31, And in terms of my body weight and obviously the percentage and everything, it calculates your like actual weight in fat. And so since the start, I lost about, I think, 4.5 or almost 5 kilograms of body fat, and I'm so happy. And I kind of like finally start seeing that the progress and everything. And I started in like mid-December, and it's literally the beginning of May now, so it took ages for me to start seeing things. But that just shows you how self-discipline and keep doing things and just believing in the process actually like does. And then all these little like things you do are just kind of like adding up. Okay, good morning. So today is Tuesday and I am going to do some functional fitness, some animal flow, and obviously stretching and stuff like that. So I'm very tight as usual on the Tuesday, and I needed a massive coffee before I started, but here we go. It was my upper body day. I've done most of my workouts in the gym, and basically yesterday I took like a little short video about my bloating because I'm just before my period, and I kind of wanted to show everyone that basically how normal it is to like have days when you like really bloated. It doesn't mean that you are not progressing or that you put weight back on and stuff. Like we are actually carrying about probably around a kilo water before our periods, and also obviously getting bloated is totally normal. So I took this video yesterday. I had literally the same diet I normally have, and this is how my body was. So it definitely didn't react to anything I ate, because obviously I prep my food and I always eat the same things. And today I done another video where you can see that my bloating is gone, but obviously I still carry like water and stuff, but I haven't got the bloating anymore, and it's literally not even 24 hours apart. So yeah, so it's totally normal to bloat before your period. So always be nice to yourself, basically. And also, I'm going through major cravings right now. I just want to eat anything. So basically, like really hard. I find it really hard to resist food in general, and it's okay. Just get something. Obviously, try to limit your like cravings for chocolates and things like that, but if you increase your carbs a little bit more, that should help a tiny bit. But anyway, that's literally all I wanted to say. I just kind of wanted to show you that it's totally normal to bloat. Today's Friday and I am opening the gym at 6:45, so I don't have any time this morning to work out. So basically, I think I'm gonna just do it on my break, but I might just do a walk instead of cycling today, because I just feel like I kind of want to do a walk. So that's kind of the plan for later.